Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a fun video. We're going to do a get ready with me trying all new products. I have a lot of things from Gorgeous Cosmetics, which is an Australian brand. I'm not familiar with this, so this is like my first experience using Gorgeous Cosmetics products. I've played around with their eyeshadows a little bit, but nothing like crazy. So I thought it'd be fun to sit down and use a lot of their products, and I have a couple other like drugstore things I had picked up, and just kind of get ready, and yeah, so let's get into this. So I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to be a little high maintenance today just because I have some products I need to use up. So this is the Urban Decay Quick Fix. It's a, what is it? A vitamin prep spray, prep priming spray. It has niacinamide, coconut water, and Septonic M3, whatever craziness that is. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like coconuts, and I am definitely a fan of coconuts. Have I used this before? Maybe this must be new for me. I've used their B6 prep spray. Is this the same? Oh, it makes your face tacky. I'm assuming so that, you know, foundation will adhere to it. I'm also going to cover up my pores though, because pores! I want no more pores. And so I'm going to use my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Okay, so we have this Gorgeous Cosmetics Base Perfect Liquid Foundation. It says a silky, oil-free, and long-lasting foundation delivering flawless results for a perfect complexion. I believe, looking at their website, this is going to be full coverage, medium to full coverage, it says, for all skin types. It has vitamins A and E to soothe and condition the skin. I have no idea if this is going to be the right shade because I just blindly ordered it off of online. I'm like, oh, it's so hard. I have the shade 2C. I haven't even like tested this or anything to see what color this is, but I didn't want anything too yellow. Let's see what's going to come up. I like the anticipation. Oh, I think this might work. I think this might, you know, when you go online and you look at like swatches, like they don't even look like real people, they look like computerized models. If anything, this might be too light, but I'd rather it be too light than too dark, because too dark is hard to work with. It feels very like a thicker consistency, yet within the liquidness of it, which isn't too liquidy, it looks like it's pretty pigmented. Okay. I think if you want something that's more full coverage, for sure, use a brush. This is going to sheer it out just a little bit. Okay, so it's blending out. It's blending out well. It's not looking patchy. It might be a little light. Okay, I'm looking at myself in my viewfinder and I'm looking ghostly. But keep in mind, I'm in front of these artificial lights here. Natural light. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and blend this in at the same time. Natural light is going to be best to see if a foundation matches you or not, like step outside. So we're going to try the whole building thing. I'm going to put a little bit more on my face because I still have blemishes peeking through. So I'm going to do one more pump. Did I do one or two initially? I don't know. So I have it all, oh yeah, I have it all blended in all right. Check that out. This concealer is very light. This is the shade Light Neutral, which typically I'm a light concealer, but this is like really light. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. Ooh, it's thick. So here's what the wand looks like. It's very thick, like really thick looking. Okay, so wow, that's really light. So I would order up in shade. Like, I would have ordered easily the next shade darker. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so a little goes a long way, and this is way too light. Like, if this is light neutral, I think there was only one other shade, which was, like, medium, and I'm like, man, I'm never a medium in concealer. You know, unless you want something to be skin tone. This is, like, white paint. This is not a good look. What does this say? It says, unique formula effectively banishes any imperfection without caking. But it doesn't mention anything about the fact that it is so light. Now, okay, for those of you who are lighter than me, you might love how light this is. Okay, I don't like this concealer. I don't like it. It's almost like separating a little bit right here. And it's not even like concealing anything. It's still, I can still see all my redness underneath here. Okay, so I'm gonna already say I do not like this concealer at all. I'm gonna go get my Tarte Shape Tape. When I bought this Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, I thought this was a little bit light, but look, this is light. This is light neutral in the Gorgeous one. Yeah, oh yeah, way better. Whoa. I mean, I naturally do not have a lot of brows or a lot of eyelashes or definition, so when you put something light, I just made my whole face disappear. Like from here up, it's like I have no definition. Okay, I'm gonna set this with my Chanel loose powder, and we're gonna move on and start adding in some brows or something, because right now I'm looking very scary, very scary. I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender actually, because when a damp Beauty Blender goes into a powder, it really sets nicely underneath the eyes. Okay, and now I'm going to set my T-zone as well, because that is where I get oily. I actually get really oily in like the mustache area, and it is not a cute look. Alright, I'm gonna bronze my face up real quick so that we look a little healthier. Bobbi Brown Golden Light is the bronzer that I'm using. Just a really nice, natural matte bronzer. I like the tones of this, okay? It's not cool, but it's not like orangey warm. It's just enough warmth. Just works, you know? Gotta bronze up my really white neck too. My neck is always so white, like right here. And my chest is basically, especially when I get hot, I mean, I'm very freckly. And so when I get hot, I turn red. So then I just look blotchy between the freckles and the red chest. I've never seen anyone else, like literally anyone else on YouTube with the situation that I have. So I don't know if I'm just super lucky and blessed because I got freckles and redness and sun damage or what. But I always look at people's chests, like, okay, not like that, but you know what I mean? And I'm always like, man, yours is so smooth. And it's like, their chests are always the same color as their face. Mine is not. Mine is so different. All right, brows and bronzer. Chelsea has returned. All right, so we're gonna play with a couple eyeshadow palettes. I have two here. Now, what's cool about their eyeshadow palettes is you can buy a 4-pan palette. They have 8-pan palettes. I believe they have singles too. But I wanted the 4-pan because I'm not overwhelmed. I have a lot of eyeshadow, and I tend to get overwhelmed when you have a huge palette with all these different choices, you know? And what do you reach for day in and day out? It's your neutrals. It's your things that pair with other more fun things, but your staples. So, depending on your eye color, you can choose eyeshadow pan palettes based on your eye color. So I chose the blue one. This is the Blue Eye shades. There's 4 colors. Looks like this. So down here we have Jet, which is a matte black. We have Hedgehog, which is like a warm brown satin. We have Potato Cake, which is a slight golden. And then we have Golden Kiss right up here. And I will give you swatches. So there are the swatches of those 4. I really like the pretty sheen of these 3. The matte black wasn't as intensely matte as I was hoping it would be, which is fine though, because honestly, black scares me. So this is the 4-pan for blue eyes. The other one that I chose is also one for blue eyes. Now keep in mind, if you have green eyes or brown eyes, they have shades for you. Now you don't have to do it that way. It's just what's going to best complement you. And I figured, well, they gotta figure it out. I don't have to like figure out what shades are gonna look good on me kind of thing. So this is the all-in-one blue eye shades. I think one of these is like complementary colors and one of them is like, yeah, this must be the complementary colors one. Here we have Peach Sunset, Fab, True Taupe, and Dune. And so there are the swatches. You can see how the top one, it looks lighter in the pan, but it almost has like a slight golden sheen shift to it. And I would say none of these are matte. So I'm going to jump in between both palettes. Elsa, if you knock Mama's lighting over, this is going to get crazy. So I'm going to start in this one, the 4-pan for blue eyes. I like the colors in this a lot. Like these are all wearable. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush and dip into the cream shade and set my eyes. I did prime them with the Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion. So I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is called Fab. And I'm going to use a number 3 Wayne brush. It's a little bit fluffier, but it still has a point because I have very deep set eyes. So I need a brush to have a point, or it's going to be like blown out all over the place. I would say initially that applied really well. Whoa, we're going to go to the super zoomed in side. I hate this side, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Now that I have myself zoomed in here on this giant close-up mirror, I can see that that foundation looks a little bit almost dry. And I did use that prep spray today, which normally I've been just using my Hourglass, but you know, because we're using new things, I wanted to, and I don't normally use that prep spray, but I wanted to incorporate it today because we're using new things. And it still looks a little bit dry. I do use a good moisturizer and stuff, but maybe it will look less dry as my natural oils start to take over my face. Okay, I'm going to go in with a Wayne Goss number 4 brush. It's just a little bit smaller, less fluffy. And I'm going to go over here into this palette and take this chocolate color. I love warm chocolates, so we're going to deepen up the crease a bit with this. Like, it's not a color where you have to like dip in and apply, dip in and apply. Like on a initial grabbing up the color. This is grabbing very nicely. It has a slight sheen to it, but it's not an obnoxious that's a hard word to say, obnoxious sheen. I have wrinkly, crepey eyelids, and it's genetic. My mom's are the same way, and so I know where they're headed. And already when I wear certain shimmery shades, it can enhance that and almost not be flattering, you know. And so these are nice. It's not overkill sheen. Do I want to use you or do I want to use you? I'm leaning towards this one today, actually, because I've been doing a lot of like warm fall colors and golds and all that kind of stuff, and I feel like everybody does, and I don't like to be like everybody else, so we're going to use this one. And I'm thinking about digging into this taupe shade right here because it looks really pretty. This is a Sigma E54 medium sweeper, and I'm going to sweep this bad boy over here. Then I'm going to flip that brush over, because this is what I usually do instead of reaching for another new brush, and dip into this lighter shade here. And keep that more towards the inner part here, just to brighten and liven up stuff. Now I'm going to go back over here and dip into this black with a very small, this is a number 5, but I think a lot of these brushes, they've been renamed, so I will just link whatever brushes that correspond to this below. And we're going to deepen up this outer V to give a little definition, because right now I got us on a brown train and we need a little more definition. This dark black stuff scares the poop out of me, because we can go from 0 or from hero to 0 real quick here. Yeah, not the most dark black shade I've ever used. Which really, I mean, if you're not into a super dark color, totally cool. So right now, on Netflix, we're watching Stranger Things, which I don't usually like sci-fi. Okay, I don't like sci-fi. But the show came on okay, my card was full. I had to delete it, so what were we saying? Okay, so I'm watching Stranger Things. It's definitely a departure from my norm. The first episode I was like, I ain't watching this, it's creepy, weird, and I don't like to watch that kind of stuff. I'm not into scary movies or anything scary, because then I dream. And it doesn't even matter if I don't want to dream about it. Like, you just don't have control over that. And then I can't sleep, and just, you know, icky things. So I don't like to watch icky stuff. So anyways, I kind of like the show. I would recommend it. Now, if you don't like scary stuff, it's not scary, it's just weird, creepy. You know, some things are just weird and creepy. And it's like, you have to tell yourself, okay, Chelsea, this isn't real, blah, blah, blah. I know, but they make it look real. So do you pay attention to eye makeup on TV? Because I do. And honestly, sometimes I'm shocked at how unblended it is. So then I think, Chelsea, maybe you're good at this. You know, maybe things don't have to be so perfect looking. Like, I know all of us, and I can say this because I'm assuming you guys watch more than me. I hope you do. And, you know, you're so used to seeing, like, makeup artists or, like, perfect eye makeup. But the reality is, if you go out on the street, you're probably the odd one out with a full glam face and makeup now, unless you're going to a Sephora or a makeup store or whatever. But just the average woman does not have full glam makeup on, you know what I mean? So, I guess what I'm saying is don't feel bad if, you know, you think you're not perfect, that I ain't perfect. Are you kidding me? Like right now, I'm really not sure if these eyes are even. But then on my next breath, does it matter? No. So don't beat yourself up. I do a lot of beating myself up, but it's not a good practice. An eyeliner on camera makes me so nervous. I'm going to take the NARS Larger Than Life black eyeliner in my upper lash line here because it makes my lashes look fuller. And then I like to do it in my lower waterline. This is the only black eyeliner that will stay in my waterline. I have others that I like, but they don't stay. I have to choose, do I want to do eyeliner or do I want to do eyeshadow? Because I can't stand doing a lot of both. It just takes way too long. So I'm thinking today we're going to skip my black eyeliner on top. So I'm going to start with the lighter, this peach one, Sigma Smudge Brush E21. Remember when everybody talked about Sigma? I've since gotten rid of a lot of my brushes and I just have specific ones and then I have Wayne Goss. I would like to get his new eye set, you know, the one that came out this year. I have his original set, which some of them they don't make anymore, but I really like those. Those are on my makeup wish list for someday. I'm just going to order them from Beautylish, you know, and do the payment plan because that's really a great way to do it. Kind of like QVC. So they sucked me in. Forget your tear duct, put a little bit of that highlighter on there. Or a light shade. This is a good brush to do that. This is a Real Techniques detail brush, and I believe it comes in a little kit. Now they've released new brushes too. I have not had the time to check those out. But you see me use their bronzer brush. Those are good affordable brushes. So I have a new mascara I bought. Voluminous Feline Noir by L'Oreal, I believe. Doesn't even say. Looks like this. Used it once. I bought it because I liked the packaging. And I hadn't ever seen it before. This is what the wand looks like. It's like a rubber wand, and then it's got brush bristles, and then it's got these really short, stubby little ones. I think it makes my lashes really clumpy. But I'm going to put on false lashes today, but I at least wanted to show you this mascara. I have 3 Gorgeous Cosmetics eyelashes. I'm going to choose one to put on. These are called Mischievous. These ones are fun. These are called Twiggies. These were one of their best sellers, so I definitely wanted to get those. And then these ones are called Hollywood. They have a very dramatic wing out situation. I actually think I'm going to go with the Twiggies. These look kind of spiky and fun, a little bit edgy, so we're going to put these on. I really like these eyelashes. They kind of remind me of House of Lashes Siren, where they're that kind of like clumpy but spiky looking lashes. They're really pretty and fun and edgy. They're not like natural haired, or they look a little bit more fake as far as a false eyelash is concerned. They're not wispy. They're just a little more like plasticky kind of. But depending on the look you're going for, that might be exactly what you want, you know, depending on the kind of makeup that you're doing. I need blush. I don't know about you, but my face has been calling for blush this whole time. So I chose Desert Rose by MAC today. It's matte, and it's one of my favorite dusty, rosy, mauve-y blushes. That's kind of like my go-to when I don't know what to wear. Well, this is going to pair with the lip I'm going to choose, but I really like a rose blush. I think everyone needs one of these in their collection because it just goes with so many things. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm holding my breath. I don't know what it is, but I've been having like hard time breathing, like breathing fully. When I know when my husband's deployed, I get this way, and I think it's because I feel like so much to do and I just feel like I can't breathe kind of thing. Anyways, see, this is why things take so long for me, because I'm always making messes and then having to clean up messes. I just got lash glue all over my Wayne Goss number 14 blush brush. You know, I know they say you're supposed to go like lighter with your blush, or it needs to be just like barely seen. I personally like a really sculpted cheek. I like the look of blush. I just think it adds so much life and color to the face that if I don't have, you know, a visible amount, like you can't even see it and I just look blah. So, I don't know. I say you do what you like. My highlighter, I'm going to use the Dior Skin Nude Air number 2. This is beautiful. Definitely recommend this highlighter if you're looking for something to not accentuate texture. I have texture, and I have, I don't know, just a lot going on my face. I mean, the camera can kind of subdue it a little bit and the lighting can like make it look like my skin is perfect. It is not. If you follow me on Snapchat or see any of my Instagram posts, I don't edit out any of my imperfections. I want to, but then I'm like, nope, you need to represent for the real people out there. I don't want anyone thinking that, you know, I'm look so perfect, because I know what it feels like to look at photos and then beat yourself up because you don't look like that. I know what that feels like, and so I don't have perfect skin. I don't know, I'm going crazy with the highlighter because I really like this one. I haven't used these in a really long time, so I'm going to use the Guerlain Meteorites. They're just like, oh, they smell so good. Like fairy dust for your face. It just kind of polishes off the look and makes your face look like pretty. Here's the fun part, the lip part. I have 3 Gorgeous Cosmetics lip products. Wanted to try their lipsticks, so this one I wore on Sunday. I actually posted a picture on Instagram. If I remember, I'll put it in here. Otherwise, go check out my Instagram. It's the color Vixen. And if you're looking for a really pretty vampy color, but not like dead looking, it's a really good one. It's like rich. It's really pretty. It's got more red and brown in it than purple, which for me is exactly what I look for in a vampier color. And it's a creamy formula. Like, it's really pretty. So I put it on and then blotted and then applied and then blotted so that, you know, like it stains your lips kind of thing. And then these I was really curious about. These are the Liquid Lips Lip Lacquer. So it's not a drying flat matte liquid lip, and I have 2 shades. This one is called Plum. This one is called Bitten. The Bitten shade has like little tiny, what's the word? Shimmer. This color is beautiful. I love a good red lip. Now these stain. I swatched it on my hand the other night and it's stained. So I think that it's like a stain, like stays on, but it's glossy. So that's Bitten, which is perfect for the upcoming Christmas parties or whatever sort of events you have to go to. But if you're looking for that darker plum color, this is what I'm going to wear today. This one's called Plum. So I'm going to first line my lips actually with a lip liner. This is Venom by Urban Decay. Alright, so here's the final look. I think the full look is really pretty pulled together, but let's do a little recap. The foundation. I'm going to have to wear this throughout the day. It's reminded me of a few foundations I've tried in the past where they claim to be full coverage, but they just get kind of weird throughout the day, so I'm going to have to let you know about this. Maybe I'll update later on Snapchat or something, but it's full coverage, but it's not cakey. I do like that it's not cakey. I think the shade ended up working out okay after we get a full face going. I was shade 2C for reference. It's not a heavy full coverage foundation, so that's the pro. The con is I'm not sure if it's going to be too drying or not for me. I've been having issues with getting greasy, but yet some of the more full coverage foundations I own, I've just been so dry with, and so this one I'll have to stay tuned for that. The concealer, I don't like it. It is too thick, but it blends out to nothing. This particular shade is just way too light. I just didn't really like the formula. It was not full coverage, and if I'm going to put on concealer on, by golly, please conceal something. The eyeshadows. I thought the eyeshadows were beautiful. I really enjoy my 2 palettes I've chosen here. Now, like I said, there's other palettes. There's a really pretty purple one if you like purpley colors, but these are great everyday shades, which is why I chose them. This is I think this one's called like the Composing Colors or something. But anyways, I basically used all the shades because I do that anyways. Like the other day I had someone ask me, hey, what eyeshadows are you wearing? And I'm like 6 palettes. Like seriously, I pull stuff out and I like pick from all of them. So I like the eyeshadows. The lashes I think are really fun. I ended up wearing the Twiggies. The other 2 styles I'll eventually put on my eyes, but both of them are things that I would wear, which is why I picked them. And the lip products. I really like this plum color. It's not a dark plum. It's not something that's going to be like, whoa, you know. I like that it's glossy. I'm really into a glossy lip anyways. I like that it's your lipstick and your gloss in one. So if you don't want to, you know, mess with more than one thing. I like the 2 colors that I got. In the lipstick, I wore this on Sunday. I actually wore it to church, and I didn't think it was too dark. It matched my outfit really well. And the formula was really creamy, very hydrating on the lips. It wasn't drying, it wasn't icky, and it wore off very well. Alright, so that was my introduction to Gorgeous Cosmetics. I'm pleasantly surprised. Really like the eyeshadow. I think out of everything, I would definitely say the eyeshadows are a winner, and I do like the lip products as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and we will chat very soon. Bye, guys.